Okay, we're back with this. Mostly because I was really invested last night, and when I stopped, I wanted to keep playing. So I want to finish this game now. And I'm starting a lot earlier than I did last night, so I have more time. All right, let's look at what we have. Do we have? Are we close to getting 3? We have these 2. So yes, we are technically close. And I think I know who this is. But I don't know their occupation. I think if I look in here, I think this is where I saw it, because I was looking for clips last night after recording, and I thought I saw something. See if I can find it. I think this one is Eli, though. Free Spirit. Carl, but the Pop Force glances send him to the academy. Okay. Is it not this one? Oh, Clark's getting married to a Danielle. That's one thing we can add. What's Clark? Oh, wait, you're Clark. I forgot. I don't have your nice picture there. Alright, let's get logged in. Fucking... Then this one? Sam was the illegitimate daughter of Elias Jr. and Patricia Christensen. Also, it's really fucking hot today, so I don't know if the fan is messing with my mic at all. Hopefully it's not. And, if I'm not thinking as much, it's probably because it's hot as hell. I think it's in this one. UIC stepped up and helped more than I could say for Clancy or Edward. UIC practically raised Clark and Jim as brothers whenever he could. So you're Eli. C. And then if we look at the pictures for here, that would mean you'd have to be one of these 2 to the left of her. 50-50. Don't know how to figure out your damn occupation now. Let's see what everyone else was. Got a housewife, president, farmer, an author, a professor, an actor, preacher. What would that make you? You a musician as well? Your kid's, like, falling in line? No. Don't know how to get this. And I'm 50-50 on your portrait. What you've done. I don't know. Let's see if I can get a hint on him. Several people related to the campaign mailer. Even spouses? What? Going back to this? Stephanie Jones. We already got both of these two down. So what? I don't have your name. They're not married? What? What am I missing here? Carl left in his inbox. Flyer by a candidate for local office, Stephanie Jones. Why don't I just type in Jones? You have to be Brian. Okay, how's that helpful? Well, Brian Jones is here. That would make no sense. Okay, you want me to... Why am I searching up Brian Jones? Uh, 1995. Piece about Brian Jones taking over his father's print company after 20 years. Brian seems to not have let it go to waste as a marketing opportunity during an interview portion. Been in and out of that shop my whole life. My father taught me everything. Blah, blah, blah. Where is this important, though? That wasn't helpful. Business's website? I guess? Jones Graphic and Print is a company that, according to its website, has existed in Butler County for some time. Website seems fancy, it even has frames. The website lists the address, hours. Okay. Stephanie Jones campaign mailers, Roottree Candy Company, various banners, posters. Miracle Network tour flyers, Roottree Motors. Have I looked up Roottree Motors at any point? For the school district? Actually, have I even looked at the Miracle Network? Arrived so late in his mother's life, the doctor swore he wouldn't survive his first year. Okay. Yeah, we've already done that one. Let's try ROOTTREES Motors. Find a hit for ROOTTREES Motors on the Jones Graphic and Print website, which you've already seen. Okay, I'm gonna copy that for later. Nothing about the school district. Butler's Summer Theater performs plays and musicals during the summer. Makes sense. As it is not summer currently, their website has a thank you message. Thank you for making our 1998 season such a success. The website lists credits of a musical, which seems to be the final show they performed last season. There's a cast list, but none of the names seem relevant. Choreography by November Studios. Maybe that's important. Local dance school. They advertise lessons for ballet and jazz classes. There's hardly any other information available. Okay, let's go to periodicals. ROOTTREES Motors. In the paper, it seems ROOTTREES Motors used to be called Wilkins Motors. An ad for ROOTTREES Motors was run in every week at Butler's County Times for many years, but recently has been changed to include a picture. And there's 3 different versions. Okay, so if I do this, why would the name... Wait, why the name would have changed might be. Okay, so let's go... Okay, nothing there then. Is it all just in the one? It's all just in the one, okay. ROOTTREES Motors ad that ran from 1974 to 1977 advertises the former name of ROOTTREES Motors was Wilkins Motors. Wilkins Motors is still the same family business, but has joined the ROOTTREES family. ROOTTREES Motors ad that ran from 1977 to 1995. ROOTTREES Motors are the local family mechanic. Local family mechanics for 50 years. Tessa ROOTTREE, our newest fixer. Okay. Says that ROOTTREES Motors has been around for 50 years, is a family business, and also that Tessa ROOTTREE, their newest fixer, learned all there is to know about cars from her ROOTTREES Motors parents. It's just, she's gotta be somewhere along this line with Carl and Clark, I believe. But where? Unless... No. You can't be it because you don't have her any other kids besides James. We know she's not in this line. So she has to probably be in this line. Because I don't think... Yeah, she wouldn't be young enough to be down here. Everyone down here is, like, super young. Or, like, early 20s at least. So I'm gonna put her here. As a guess. Let's see. No. Okay. No name. We have no idea. Okay. Tessa ROOTTREE. Nothing. Okay. Search her name in the periodicals. Okay, that's not helpful. Actually, you can't be here. Is she right here? No. I didn't think so because she's married. Like, she married into this. That one doesn't make sense. You can't be here. Sorry, tried that. You wouldn't be here because she's an actor, not a mechanic. This wouldn't make sense because she's a farmer, not a mechanic. Is she one of these two? No, because that's Morden. They've all had the Morden last name. So are you here? No. Are you her other kid? At this point, I'm just throwing things at the wall. No. There's no shot. But you're this low. I don't know where she could be then. Tell me what you read about the Miracle Network, the vintage 5-piece ad, and the photo of the 5 pieces you found in Lauren's diary. You have enough information to fill in another family member. What? I'm guessing you're talking about Elias C. But I don't know what his job was. Son of Miracle Jr. must be Miracle Third. You want me to fill in Miracle Third? I'm just gonna start clicking on every picture. Unless he's no longer a student. I don't have their names. I thought I had names in there. So no matter where I put Tessa, it would not have worked. What'd the duck say? Miracle Network, a vintage 5-piece ad, and the photo of the 5 pieces he found in Lauren's diary. Bonnie, next president, Guy Hudson, Ernie Jr., Carolyn... That's Miracle Jr. Does that mean this one's Miracle the Third? It makes sense. Because that picture's too young to be Miracle. Okay, now what? Conspiracy site? What was the fucking conspiracy site? Roottree Curse. Oh, what if I type in Guy Roottree? Wait, where are you wanting me to look at? Insider information. Who has insider information? You just want me to look this up? God, I hate my life. Oh, what the fuck is that? I got something new. Find a simple page called the I can speak. The Art of Rafferty. Okay. Copyright 1997 on Prodigy. That lists the author's email as ChrisRaff75. Below a bunch of gifts that say under construction. Oh my god, I remember sites that did that. I used to do that too. Fucking GeoCities. There are a few art pieces. The first is a painting captioned "Me and my fiance, Lulu." Is that supposed to say fiance? Pretty sure that's not how it's spelled. A painting I did for my first year of college that I plan to give her when we get married in May. Go Tartans. There's an old collage called Cousins. Seems to be made up of 3 scrambled images. The accompanying artist's statement says, "We had to create a piece of art about our family. As with many of my extended family of cousins for their pictures as I could, even some I've never met. Only a few of them got back to me, and my teacher said I wasn't allowed to use pictures of Raina, Riley, or Rose. So I had to get creative and use only my 3rd cousins. This includes Davy, he swims for UCONN. Okay. I like that. Bethany's yearbook picture, she's Davy's younger sister. And Stephanie, who's an only child. And add to your evidence, the cousins' photos will need to be unscrambled before you can use them. Download a new application, Pixpop, to edit the photos. Okay. Okay, there we go. That has to be the correct size. Damn it. Okay, we got that one. This one's a lot easier. Is one of them wrong? Oh, wait. That was tricky. I didn't notice that. What the fuck do I do here? Oh, I hate this. Okay. This one took way longer than I care to admit. But we got it. Alright. Christ. This is Chris Rafferty's cousin's art project, and instead to include pictures of Davy, Bethany's yearbook picture, and Stephanie, who is an only child. Art piece was found on the portfolio of college student Chris Rafferty. It is referred to as self-portrait of me and my fiance Lulu. You've reassembled this one the first. Okay, so that's the yearbook photo. This is Davy. And then this is the other person. Okay. We found a Rafferty before, didn't we? Clark, yes. That means that this has to be you. Your name is Chris Rafferty. You're I'm going to assume it's this. I'm going to assume... Well, I already know it's that. And that you're a college student. Do I not have 3 people again? I've got 2. What did he say about them? They were like, what, 3rd cousins? My 3rd cousin. What the fuck is 3rd cousin again? Where's the... in the notebook? Third cousins could also sometimes be referred to as distant cousins. Same great-great-grandparents, but not the same great-grandparents. Okay. So this is your dad. This is your grandparent. So the same great-grandparents. Or great-great-grandparents. Wait. It's not helpful at all. Lauren's your grandparent. This is your great-great. So basically they're all on this line. Okay, well, we know Davy and Bethany are together, and Stephanie is not. She's an only child. What does that tell us? Probably these two, and then one of these. Could be these two. Kellogg. Let's try this. What was the other person's name? Bethany. Okay, so it's not here. I didn't think it was. I would have to put them here. I have to. This is the only other spot that makes sense. And then he's a college student. Yep. Okay. Christ. Alright, so then this tells me that you are in fact you. You are Bethany Kellogg. And that you're probably K-12 student. Can't be you. Catchroll. Let's try here. I won't know for a while. Yeah, I can delete this. I can delete this. What was this school? UCONN? Maybe if I look that up. It's the University of Connecticut, and that Davy Kellogg IV is on their swim team, the Huskies. Okay, let's try the third. Yeah, I didn't expect anything to happen there. So you're a female. Which means that you're Davy Kellogg the third. Bethany Kellogg. I don't know how it's spelled. Oh, it is. Okay. Got most of those taken care of. I don't know why his name isn't showing up. Like Tyler something? I don't know. Where should I look? Miracle's other son? Yeah, ROOTTREES ISM. Wait. Am I being dumb? There's a picture of all of them. What? No, that's right, because those are only her brothers. So he has to be in here? Wait a minute. Oh my god, I am so stupid. The guy that clearly looks like a fucking mechanic has the name Eli. I'm so dumb. Alright, what now? Oh, you're back.
On the phone, I said I owed you an explanation, but I can't reveal everything. Not yet.
Okay.
I'm sure this all seems like deception for deception's sake, so I'll try to explain why. It's true, I'm working with lawyers, but not the candy company lawyers. My publisher's lawyers.
Are you Lauren?
I'm on the verge of releasing a book, and it's not kind to the ROOTTREES. Especially Elias and the 5 Pieces. The truth often isn't. But with the plane crash, the publisher is rightfully worried it'll look like I'm making things up to exploit a tragedy. So they're doing their due diligence. That's why you're here. To be sure there's enough evidence for an expert to unearth the whole story. If I tell you the whole story now, we can't prove that. I hope you understand. That said, I can say that the work you're doing is very personal to me. To my story, one spot on the tree is more important than the rest. You've likely noticed it. It's locked for now. I'll return one final time, after you fill it in. Also, there are fewer ROOTTREES left. In a sense, that makes it easier. Use process of elimination. It's also harder to verify when you're right. You'll need 4 blood relatives before they lock from here on out.
Fuck.
I don't have any more evidence for you, but trust your intuition. If something has a high number, it's not a mistake.
I don't have that turned on.
Closer to the truth. I look forward to seeing you soon.
Okay, well that tells me at least one thing. You're Tessa. You're also a mechanic. Okay, that one we can confirm. Actually, we know that as well. That's Catherine Wilkins. Next time they returned, they gave you a partial explanation. They hired you to help verify their personal account of family's history. All they have to do is finish the family tree and find out what's in the locked space, which they said was personal to them. Okay. If I look around, these two have to be... No, these two wouldn't be root trees. Fuck. I'm missing one of this generation. Fuck, what were their names? What's the last person's name? What was their last brother's name? Is it in here? No, is it in here? Gwen and the boys. Okay, so the one picture is Gwen. I can add that to her thing at least. And get that out of here. Um... Let's see. Ernie and the kids are lucky to have... Wait. Ernie and the kids are lucky to have her. Why did your name change to Catchful then? Oh, wait. I'm dumb. Her name's taken out. Because it's already been used. Okay, so this is an unknown female. And this has to be Ernest Jr. Knowing the day today from Zach. Ernie Madsen Jr. is the next president. Zach was second, so you're third. And then... no group picture of all of you was there. Unless it's this one. You're somewhere in this fucking picture. Guy Hudson. Would that be... I'm gonna try Guy Hudson. Fancy Flavors was an addition to the 5-piece product line for less than a year in 1979. Historically, most side moves president of ROOTTREES in an attempt to cater more towards what he thought the average person wanted. The guy looked at his own wealth, which was often a source of envy for others. 5 pieces that was meant to mimic caviar. Ew. What's that year than I had any other year? Okay. That doesn't tell me much. What are the other names? Oh, I already got everyone else. So Guy has to be younger, and his last name is Hudson. It can't be this, because that has to be a guy. I don't know. That looks like him. That looks like the exact same picture, so I'm just gonna log that in. I don't know, I'm just placing these randomly. I don't think they're right, but you know, fuck it. Alright, I'm stuck. Lauren hints towards one of her brother's occupations in her diary. Well, it has to be, what's his face, right? Elias. Life between Morse Clark. Does she? Now it's revisiting the diary. Clark. The only one who has any discipline is Carl. Edward. Take over his department. I don't know. Did I get it right? What? Edward is a lawyer. Yeah. Yeah, I got all that. Younger than the rest. That's it, this one. Which means it's you. I don't fucking know. The name of Jim's father. Yeah, I already got that part. Read the description for the next generation photograph. Okay. I feel like I'm stupid. I wanted Eli to stand all the way on the left since to me he looked a lot like Pop did in the... Okay, so like blonde hair. See that picture? I keep losing it. Okay, so you're the one in the tan suit. What I have. Okay, but what's his job? Closely related to him? Uh... Who else is close to him? Clancy Jr.? Fucking, which one do you want me to look up? Reread the Modern Music Monthly about Jim ROOTTREES. Clark never knew his father, so our grandpop insisted he spend time with my dad and me. As a result, Clark and I grew up like brothers. Diamond and Jane, on the other hand. Okay. Also how my father was connected to ROOTTREES. His ad campaigns were hung on the walls. Okay, I've got 2, 3. I need one more person. Fuck. There's a name that's mentioned on the spider search for the ROOTTREES first. Okay, I'm just gonna go there and try and not look up anything else. ROOTTREES curse. Alright. Carl and Brenda, we've already got. Guy's car was hit by a drunk driver in 1982. So it's gotta be Guy. Right. Which we found out his name is actually Guy Hudson. Have I looked up Guy Hudson? Realized I didn't look at the periodicals for him. Guy Hudson, along with his twin sister, are no strangers to the public when it comes to Roottree snacks. Boys and Girls Agree era. Guy is taking over the Roottree company at the end of the year. Guy credits his mother and father, Angie and Christopher. What was the guy's name? Christopher. Christopher Hudson. Dear Guy Hudson. Did it say what his twin sister's name is? If I could probably find out. Hudson. Dear Bonnie. And your fourth president. Guy's uncle and current president Zechariah has decided to take an early retirement. Our daughters have started families on their own. Clara and I plan to... Do I have a Clara? No. Guy is new to the business-based family. I have no idea what Bonnie Hudson does. Check everything. Spider search her name. Nothing. It's probably this one. This is the most redhead, like. Which means that you're this one. Oh no, wait, you're third. We're slowly figuring things out. And I'm not needing as much hints, I don't feel. Another redhead there. I'm gonna assume you're that. Or no, you'd go here, probably. You're probably this one, because you look like her. Let's go with that. And then... I don't know. I feel like I'm making good progress, though. I'm filling in a lot of blanks. Rubber Ducky! There's another name? The Roottree Curse? What? So I didn't find what you were trying to hint to me. Ernie Madsen Jr. Do I have Ernie down? No, because I don't have his picture. Nothing. May I have to do a periodical on him? That's the only other thing I can think of. Give me a periodical on him. Business watch. For president to take over ROOTTREES. Due to heart illness, Ernie Jr. is stepping down as president of ROOTTREES. Started the second core in 1996. His second cousin Carl, president of the sister company Root, and former Watchman of the Year, will take over. And not much was known about the man other than his full name. In the years since, he has taken on a bit of a reputation as a real-life Wonka. I've been going for an hour. If I type in real-life Wonka, will that give me anything? What's the other thing? Ernie Jr. See, Carl ROOTTREES, and one website even said that he was Carl's mentor. Oh, so he's dead. None of that really helped me, little ducky. Sam Madsen's children were visiting the diary? What? I'm learning the day-to-day from Zach. Oh, you're Gwyneth. Why didn't I just type that in? Because that would have made... I'm stupid. You're a farmer. Okay, what's wrong? It mentions their appearance. Ernie and the kids are lucky to have her, and her children seem eager to help the family in their own ways. Sam's a spitting image of Patsy with her jet black hair and green eyes. Both her kids have glasses. I just need these two's occupations, and then I'm good. What? Am I still wrong about fun? Only one of them has a photo with the spouse. Has a spouse with the photo on your tree. Are they in the wrong position? That is the Shiva candle, yes. Where's it at? Okay, let's see. Okay, your name is Debbie. Can at least throw that in. Deborah Bean. Madsen. That means you're probably Nicole and you're a student. The fourth one. Wait. Oh, I see where I fucked up. Wait, that's 3. I'm confident on their pictures. I just guess the occupation. Actor. Advertiser. I'm just gonna get through it all. Baby is an occupation. Fucking Christ. Driver. Farmer. Firefighter. Hairdresser. Housewife. I'd figure it out eventually. Alright. Almost got everyone down. I'm running out of names though. Minus Cornwall. Wasn't there a Cornwall at some point in one of my notes? Minus Cornwall. I know I read that name somewhere and I can't think of it. It's gonna bother me. I would have apparently searched something without being connected. I don't know how you get that achievement though. Alright, Rubber Ducky, where am I going? Guy Hudson's death? Guy Hudson? Yeah, you're the one with the, like, heart attack thing. Obituaries that did a front page story in 1982 about Guy Hudson and his wife Patricia. dying in a car accident. The story itself is surprisingly light on relevant details due to the recency of the accident. The crash was caused by an unidentified driver who swerved in front of the Hudson's car, causing them to brake hard and veer off the interstate. While he was a somewhat controversial president, foul play is not suspected. There were witnesses who reported that the vehicle was instigated, or which instigated the wreck, was speeding, swerving between lanes, and cutting other drivers off as well for at least 5 or 6 minutes before the tragic accident. See. This doesn't tell me anything I didn't already know except for his wife's name. Actually, wait. Why don't I just do this? You're Zach. You're Jem. You're probably just another fucking housewife, so I'm just gonna lock that in. Is his name Thomas Sheridan? Is that why I haven't locked it in yet? Fuck is that dude's name? It's like TMC. Fuck is her name? Raina. TMS. Thomas Sheridan. I'm such an idiot. Oh, this isn't a picture of you because I've had that sitting there for a while. Not a whole lot left to fill in. Rubber ducky, what you got? Business watch mentioned something that sounds interesting. What's this? From Business Watch. Oh, boys and girls agree. Successful ad campaigns. One of the ads listed is from the leaf that these boys and girls agree. Television and magazine ads for Roottree chocolate bars. Premise that boys and girls are often diametrically opposed except when it comes to one thing, but them agree that Roottree is their favorite. Alright. So that's garbage, kinda. It just gives me this and this, which is not helpful in the slightest. But use that one. Use that one. Alright. What now? 2 free spirit women left to place. One is Carolyn Morden's sister. Who's Carolyn Morden? Gwendolyn. Yeah, we already know that. I just don't know her occupation. Art and beauty of women? She felt betrayed when her sister Gwendolyn and cousin Bonnie gave up on dreams to settle down for boring men. Yeah, so she's just a housewife. Unless I've got the picture completely wrong. And you're this one. You are that one, so who's the other one then? Is it you? It's the only other one that would make sense. What's with the child one? I don't remember that. Coco, Joke Lantern. Penelope, Tessa Green's fundraisers. Okay, well the baby has to go like right here. You have enough information to place Jason Wilson's siblings. Can I already do that? Almost the one is no longer K-12 like I put in college. Okay, that's what it was. I didn't remember how I had that set. Actually, wait. You're that. That's you. Okay. Robbie ROOTTREES Spider Search mentioned in Industry Magazine? I don't even remember this. Silver Screen Magazine. I tried searching that, I thought. Yeah, I thought I searched that and it never gave it to me. The nitty-gritty of writing, directing. Okay, so then Robbie ROOTTREE. Alright, claims that self-taught television screenwriter Robbie ROOTTREE allegedly tried and convicted under the name Robert in a French court of law. Embezzled from the company RR Productions to fuel a gambling habit. Some hundreds of thousands of dollars in debt. He then fled to Paris where he grew up. And then Silver Screen continues to himself very much allegedly. Assaulted an officer who came to question him. Okay. Do I have Robbie in here somewhere? I don't. It's probably her kids. Fuck, what were their names? Ron and Robbie ROOTTREE. I don't know which one's older. Technically, I have it now. I didn't remember the other one's name. Don't blame nepotism, he gets results. Born in the US but grew up in Paris with his once famous mother and his brother Robbie. Younger brother. Okay, so Ron is the older one. And then you're Robbie. And you're both, I guess, directors? The app? Do I have more info on Ron? Oh. Oh. And this is probably... That's Jack. And this is probably November. Might be her? I'm just gonna log that in for right now. Unless... Christina? I don't know. Wynn's older son? You. I just realized the picture. That's what she meant by Gwen and the boys. That means you're that one. Oh, you're the babysitter. That's probably you. Who's the guy with the beard, though? What am I missing? Missing your name. Missing a few spouse names. That's probably that. I don't know. Wynn's younger son. Not a director? There's something else in here? Oh, screenwriter there. That was dumb. I forgot. There's only one free spirit left to place, yeah. Free spirits. Bonnie, Guy Hudson, Ernie Jr. Is it Carolyn? Christina? Gwyneth M. Edith, Helen, Joan, April, Tina, November. So I've got Bonnie and Guy. I've got Ernie. There's Gwyneth. There's Caroline. There's Gwendolyn. Miracle Jr., Jim, Clark, Carl, and Eli. Yeah, there's no more names. What am I missing? What would you put that under? Oh, dancer. Okay, I have a magazine aimed at teenagers. TMS and Teen Blood. What's that gonna get me? Tommy Mark Sheridan appeared on the cover of Team Blast 38 times. He was still mentioned quite often. About 8 months before their marriage, it's called Is TMS Dating a Root Tree? Found love. Okay, that gets me nothing. Don't I already have that? I already have that game. Oh, that's what you're hinting at. Chocoland. Wait, is the baby old? No, the baby's younger. What? There were 2 pictures. Oh, I see where I fucked up. You're Jack. I've completely forgot about that picture. I completely forgot about that one. Oh, it's opened.
To my genealogy genie. If you're reading this, it means you've locked in 49 blood relatives. Congratulations. I knew you could do it. There are 2 more entries on the family tree.
I want to finish everything else too.
These last 2 are optional. You can summon me whenever you wish. However, this will end your search and reveal the truth. So make sure you're ready.
Okay. Oh. Can I get hints about the last things? Oh, what the fuck was the name of it? Well, I want the other people's names, because there's a bunch of spouses missing. Alright, let me just look it up. Sweet History of Candy Volume 1. Alright, this is a book about all things candy throughout history. It starts with historical accounts dating back to the ancient Egyptians and chronicles candy through the year 1924. It includes some print advertisements from companies you've heard of, including an extremely early newspaper ad for 5 pieces that Charles Lee included due to major misprint. Okay. There are 3? Nothing. Five magical flavors in every box. G is for grape, E is for elderberry, EC is for egg cream, CE is for cinnamon extract, M is for melon. Okay, so grape, elderberry. ECCE. So EC is one of the children. Trisha Christensen. I can't spell ENSEN. Christensen Steel is a steel company in Butler County. On a World War II history page, you find that steamy correspondence by Tina Angelina. Book of historical letters with an erotic twist. Oh, Jesus. In 1934, someone who goes by Patch wrote a letter full of innuendo to an unknown gentleman who is clear she had a romantic history with. Patch is thought by the book's author to have been Patricia Christensen, a daughter of the owner of Christensen Steel. Her nickname was Pat, and CH were the first 2 letters of her last name, and Patricia Christensen was well known to appreciate wordplay like this. Would have been in her mid-20s when the letter was written, was married to an older man of no notable status. This letter was most definitely not to him. Also, a few passages after the steaming bits that mention daughter leading Tina Angelina to theorize that this letter was written to the father of a child she hid from society in some way. Ends on a mention of a twisted twin. Oh, I think I get it. I think I get it. Okay. So I'm assuming Patricia Christensen is here, and this is like Edward Clancy, not Clancy Edward. I'm gonna assume that's what it is. I still want to know all the other things that I'm missing. I'm just gonna tell you the answer if that's what you want. I don't want that. I want these. You know, these are just names I'm not gonna find out otherwise. They might have been mentioned. This is Joan Monroe. Fucking not. Okay. I've spent way longer looking at this than I care to admit. I'm just gonna start throwing things at the wall. And throw that there. Throw fucking unknown female and male everywhere. I don't fucking know. That one I know because I looked it up. Alright, let's just fucking end this. But first. Fucking, I don't know.
So,
Oh, hi.
EC was Edward Clancy Roottree and had a guess for his partner?
Yep.
Partial credit.
What?
I'm Sam Madsen, though you know me as Samantha Roottree. Yep, I got old. The only picture you have of me is from 40 years ago. My book tells the truth about Elias, the 5 pieces, and my parents. Not my biological parents, Elias Jr. and Patsy. My fathers, Edward Clancy Roottree and John Miller.
What?
By now, you've either read Lauren's diaries, or you're just an incredible guesser. Lauren was right. I hated the 5 pieces. She just didn't know my full reasoning. My father, Edward Clancy, was a great man. But his identical twin, Clancy, and his father, Elias, were not. At age 16, my father was caught kissing a farmhand. Back then, they wouldn't even acknowledge gay people existed.
There's no way I would have expected that.
The same year,
that does make sense.
A bastard granddaughter. 2 stains on Elias's perfect family. He decided to fix both. They tried to erase Edward Clancy. They even removed his 5 pieces flavor. His name was deemed a dirty word. He became EC. We were sent to the farm, and the 5 pieces did their best to keep the next generation away, to isolate me from family. But Elias couldn't erase us from existence. Laura never realized I was the little girl from her diary. Who could blame me for being so confused that day? Her father was an exact copy of mine, except without the beard. And while the 5 pieces celebrated a new factory, farmhands did the real work. It's a fluke there's a picture of my father at all, but there he is in the background. The 6th 5-piece.
Damn.
He returned, and things got complicated for Elias. She fought for my freedom, from a life she deemed unworthy. Elias relented, so long as I never learned the truth or receive inheritance. They knew I'd help my father. At Elias's will reading, I learned part of the truth. The rest I learned at home. I began to hate the 5 pieces. My father made me stay silent. He was worried history would repeat, and that his grandchildren would become outcasts. His fears were founded. As you know, my son Ernie died a few years ago. He had trained to take over as president.
Wait, was he the one that was in the car accident, or was he the one with the heart problems? I don't remember.
Not due to family politics, or perhaps hubris, it went to Guy, a real Roottree. He nearly ruined the company. When Ernie took over, he saved the operation. Over 13 years, he made the family billions. Ernie earned about $36.
That's not a lot, but I guess during that time period it would be.
Got by on Debbie's salary, but when he fell ill, he couldn't pay his medical bills. His death was my tipping point. Originally, my book was meant to expose Elias's hypocrisy. Until I started to look into the other dirty laundry. Ron tried to have Robbie removed from the trust, but couldn't. Robbie was a blood relative, even out of wedlock. That sounded familiar. The Clancid Trust that Elias established was designed to secure his family's future. His entire family's future. He couldn't write exceptions in without the whole thing falling apart.
Wow.
The book can definitively prove that Elias was not the paragon of virtue he's heralded as, and that my daughter and granddaughters are just as much family, at least in the eyes of the Trust, as anyone else. The Clancid Trust will secure their future. They can decide what to do with their shares. But I'm old, and I'm not in it for the money.
You know, fair.
The truth has been eating away at me for years, but now I can set the record straight, thanks to you. As someone who enjoys searching for the truth, you might understand the power it has. Whitewashing the past to protect the status quo can lead to repercussions in the present and future. I appreciate what you've done for me. You uncovered enough to make a strong case. If
That's
and
good.
when the truth is fully accepted, my share of the Clancid Trust is yours.
Oh, damn. That's a lot of money.
Looking at the family tree on your wall, now with my father's, everything finally feels complete. Unless a whole lot more root trees somehow appear from thin air. This is the last time I'll come.
Okay, so I know that there's another thing called Root Tree Mania. What the fuck is that gonna be?
And so long.
We almost got everything, though. I'm upset by that. Oh. Thanks to your hard work, Sam Madsen's book was published. It received mixed reviews. Life went on, and a new president took over the company. The Root Tree family faded from the news cycle. And then everything changed. There's another mystery to solve. Alright. That took about 2 more hours. Not that bad. I'm a secret root tree. Alright, well, I think I'm going to end this recording here. And in the next one, we'll go through Root Tree Mania. So hopefully you all have enjoyed. I'm really enjoying this game. It's a lot of fun. And I will see you all in Root Tree Mania, which I'm probably going to record pretty much immediately after this. We'll see.